All right, year 9, we're up to 7.6, which is determining linear rules. All right, so the first part's pretty straightforward. We already know that y equals mx plus c. So what is the equation if m equals 3 and c equals -4? I think we've kind of done these already. So if we write out y equals mx plus c, just put the m as a 3 and the c as a -4. So your answer is just y equals 3x, not plus because it's -4. Okay, that's as easy as it is, those questions. Okay, finding the rule given gradient and coordinates of 1 point. So you're given an m and you're given a point. So for instance, it's going to say something like determine the rule of a straight line that goes through the point 1, -3 with a gradient of -2. Okay, so I'm going to write the points down. This comes from 1, -3. So x is 1 when y is -3. And we also know that the gradient is -2. So in the formula y equals mx plus c, we have a y, and we have an x, and we have an m. If we plug all of those in, we'll be able to find what c is, and then we have got the answer. So it says, how can we find c? We're going to plug everything we have into this and see what happens. So y is -3 equals m is -2 times x is 1 plus c. All right, let's play with that. Can't do much with that. -2 plus 1 is -2. Sorry, -2 times 1 is -2 plus c. Now you're trying to get c by itself. Okay, so what's the opposite of -2? It's +2. So these go. I'm going to put the c on the left-hand side because that's how we like to see it. So c is going to equal -3 plus 2. Now, remember, if you're hopeless at negative numbers, put it into your calculator. So -3 plus 2 will give you -1. Now you have, from the question, the gradient is -2 and the y-intercept is -1. And now you've got a question like what you did up here, hence why you do the couple of these first. So your final answer, if you put them both in, is y equals, remember it's mx plus c, so it's y equals m is -2, so where there's m we put -2x plus c, but in this case again it's a minus, so we do -1. They're the second type that you're going to get. Okay, what if you don't have the gradient? In fact, this will happen if you're given 2 points. So find the rule of the straight line passing through 2 points. So think about what we've done. The first one, you got the gradient y-intercept, you just put it in. The second one, you have a point and the gradient. So if you put that all in, you can get c, then you just put it into your equation. This time, we've got 2 points. So we use the formula we did last time. We know that gradient equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, because that was in what we did the last exercise. So let's go ahead and label these x1, y1, and this will be x2, y2. Okay, and we're going to put all of those in and we'll find the gradient. So y2 is -2 minus y1 is 6. Be very careful how many negatives you're using here. x2 is 3. The formula says minus, then it says x1. x1 is -1. So there's going to be a couple. Right, -2 minus 6 is -8. Divided by 3, and a minus make a plus. You can put this in your calculator, remember. 3 plus 1 is 4. So the gradient is equal to -2, because 8 divided by 4 is 2. All right, now we have a question just like we had before. We have a gradient of -2 and we have 1 point. Okay, so if we can choose either of these points, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do the first one. So we also have x equals -1. and y equals 6. Now, by the time you get to these questions, you'll go, oh, okay, now it's just like the one before where I found c. So that's what we're going to do again. Y equals mx plus c, putting all these pieces of information in. So 6 equals m, which is minus 2, times x, which is minus 1, plus c. Remembering you could have used this one and you'd get the same answer. 6 equals minus 2 times minus 1 is 2, plus c. How do I get c by itself? I've got to get rid of this 2. The 2's just sitting there, so we might have to take it away from both sides. They're going to go. I've got c equals, by itself, 6 minus 2 is now 4. So I have m equals negative 2, c equals 4. I put that into mx plus c. So y is equal to minus 2x plus 4. So you can see each one of those examples builds on the rest. So when you do the exercise, you'll do the easy one first, then you'll do the next one, and then you'll know how to do this one. There's only one more kind that you need to know, and that's from a graph. Okay, what if you have a graph? So from a graph, the other day we did the gradient. Now you could use the 2 points and do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or you could do rise over run. I'm going to do rise over run for this one. But what do we have to remember here? What kind of line is this? If you're walking along here, you go down. So it's a negative. Oh, rise over run. It's a negative, so you need to remember to put that in. How much do you go up? Here's my triangle here. How much did you go up? You went up 4, so rise is 4, and you went across 2, so the run is 2. So the gradient is minus 2. Y-intercept, look on the graph. That means where does it cross y-axis? Okay, so you just need to look and see where it crosses. It crosses at positive 4. So now we're back to the first question. We have c is 4 and gradient is 2, negative 2. So we have y equals mx plus c. We're going to put that in. Y equals gradient of negative 2x plus c. C is 4, so our answer is minus 2x plus 4. And that's today. If you could please write this down. So a few questions of each type. When you get to 6, A and B, draw your graph. Just a little quick sketch so you can calculate rise over run. Thanks, guys.